Hi guys, I'm Sky, and I am really happy to be here with you today. And I'm going to be talking about remembering who you are. And this is so important. And one of the most important things in remembering who we are, we have to get in touch. We are in an illusionary world. You are in a matrix. You're in a simulation. You're in God's dream. You are being projected into who you are right now. This is very important. I'm going to give you the information, how this works on a scientific level, in order for you to be able to maneuver through your life and to be able to literally have control of the handles. This is very important because if you don't have control of the handles, then other things do. And we have to remember who we are. We have to remember that we are God's source energy coming from a divine place, having an illusionary experience of what we call the world. And there's nothing else that exists other than that. We have to be clear about this. I'm going to explain to you the reality of what's going on. Everything out here manifests. Everything out here is a manifestation of our thoughts. It's everything that you believe, that you think, that you've thought of, and it's all has been computed before you got here. You put in the program. You put in this program. And we've got all these backdrop people and all these designs and all these things to work with this simulation. But it's a simulation. It's a dream. We are in a God dream. We are in God. The creation source loves us so much that we are allowed to go into a virtual world. And it's one, in truth, I don't care what you hear about demonic stuff, aliens, bad forces, ISIS. In truth, at the bottom of it all, it is run by a divine creation, and nothing can get in that way. Your scope in this is how you've programmed yourself into the theme. Now, you program yourself into the theme according to your remembrance of who you are. And the more that you get in touch with your true nature, the easier and the faster and the more efficient way, the road less travel, the more graceful way, the more glorious way is to remember your divine true self. There is no other way that gets you through this simulation quicker and faster than that, and with ease and grace. There isn't anything else. I don't care. You can throw anything at me. I don't care. You can bring me the smartest person on this planet. You cannot get through this unless you have. And the smartest person on the planet will have discovered. The smartest people will discover this code. You cannot maneuver around this planet in an energetic, positive path, accumulating everything that God has given you, that Source has given us, Source energy, the Source system field, unless you have your energy and your vibration at a certain level. And if you have your energy and your vibration at a negative level, you will attract exactly, it is computerized. You'll attract exactly that negativity and that hatred and that anger that you have are holding you. And it can be anything. Here's the thing. The people think it's not all associated. You might over here go, well, okay, my neighbor, he's an ass, he's an ass, and I'm really mean to him. But everybody else I can be really nice to. Or I can really be mean to my ex because he triggers me. Or I can be really mean to my, whoever because they trigger me. So, but I'm really nice over here. People think that's how that works. That doesn't work that way. All of your areas of your life matter. You can't go into one little area and think it's not going to affect the area of your money or your other areas of your weight or the other areas of however you want to live your life. Every single little thing that you're doing affects every other little area. It does not discriminate. It just doesn't. every action has a reaction. Every action has an effect, and it's a proven scientific thing. And when you remember who you are, that you are a divine being coming from source, that you have everything that you need, that within you remains a place that is unharmed and untouched and has remained pure and has not lost its power, its energy, its avatar. And that is the essence that is imperative to get in touch with on a daily basis. A daily basis. I'm talking every single day meditation. It doesn't matter what's gone on in your life. It doesn't matter if you broke up with your friend or your boyfriend. It doesn't matter if you moved. It doesn't matter if you hate your job. It doesn't matter if something happened that day. Well, that's when you want to do it. It doesn't matter how much time you have. That is what you do every day, no matter what. If you want to keep your vibration high, like, you don't have to do any of this. Some people, they find other ways to keep their vibration high. I don't know any other way to get the highest form that I've worked with is meditation and music. Music is beautiful. I think they can definitely do that. There's other ways people can get their vibration really beautifully high, but that is the vibration that you need to maneuver around the world. You can literally sit down and think of songs, and maybe there's a lot of, I write songs. I love to write music and play and sing, and I can literally fall in love with that. And that essence is the essence of the truth of myself, of who we are. We are creators, we are divine beings, and that essence, that energy, that love energy, that's the energy that you want to be. That's your fuel. That has to be your fuel. That love energy has to be fueling your heart. Like maybe you have a child and you just love your child so much. That energy of love, that's what needs to be driving the boat. That energy of love is so powerful that it actually can heal your body. That's how powerful it is. And that energy of love actually can change everything, change any situation anywhere. That energy, that vibration of love, because it comes from source, and it's true, and it's within all things, and literally can move mountains. I have seen this. And if you allow yourself to continue to remember who you are, what happens is you wake up on a different timeline. You're constantly changing your vibration, so your outer reality is changing. You cannot change in here and not have this out here. This is not separate. It is not real. It's not real. It only becomes real when you observe this. This has been proven many times in quantum physics. We have a particle and we have a wave. A particle is your tangible thing, and you have your electrons moving around the atom, and inside the atom is empty space. And this all forms when we look at it. This all comes into form. All around here is a waveform. This is all, before this became into existence, into a particle, all this became into a particle, it became a wave. It was a waveform, and it existed everywhere. That waveform existed everywhere, equally present, in all places, in all dimensions. Now what becomes real is my ability to perceive it and bring it into tangible form based on my belief system. It is imperative to check our belief systems right now. What will literally cure any complications that are going on in America and other countries. It sounds so sappy, but it literally is an energetic thing. If everybody was on that wavelength, none of that stuff that's going on in the world would be happening. I don't watch any of the news, as you know. If I need to be informed, I'm informed either because I'm traveling the cosmos or connecting to higher vibrations, or I'm supposed to be told something. And I know that a lot of people wrote me in and asked me what's going on right now and the changes, and I'm always going to stick with what I say. You are going to experience how you've set yourself up to be energetically at this time frame. And there are going to be some changes that are going on, especially being shown in America. So it's imperative to get your vibration up to a certain amount of level of excitement about life. The excitement about the reality that you really are, you really do have say over what you're going to experience, regardless of what you're seeing on the news, regardless of what's happening around you. I mean, there could be an explosion going on in the whole country, but at your house, it will be pure because you have set your vibration up. And I know that's really hard to understand, but it is absolutely true. Nothing out here exists. It's all as a result of what you are computing. Now, we do every day connect to the collective, and our vibration is hooked up to the collective, but you want to be the one that's inputting the collective in a higher vibration, not sucking on the negative energy out of the collective, because there's a lot of it there. So you're going to have to be putting in your negative, your positive energy, and clearing. See, it's a pot, and everything you ever have been and everything you ever will be is in that pot, and you have to go back to all of your spaces that you've made and created and clear it out so the pot gets clear, so you don't get affected. It's really up to you. It really is. I've seen this. I have literally seen this. When each of your lifetimes is all clear, you go up vibrations, and so your only experience is of divine essence, because you've created your world to be away from hatred, away from judgment, away from reacting. That was the hardest one for me to ever learn, was to stop reacting, stop being defensive, let people have their opinions and their dramas and their things, even if it was about me and I didn't need to react to it. I could allow people to have their voice. It's not personal. And it gave me the freedom to not react and just discover people for who they are and say, okay, you're acting like that because that's your input of information. You're not acting like that because you're trying to hurt me, because it's personal. It's your input of information. So it's a little bit easier to move around the planet when you're not taking things personal. Also, if you're on this channel, you're doing some work with your higher vibrations, you might be a light worker. Again, it's your job to be putting in the planet, into the collective, a positive note, a positive vibration. That is your duty. Then literally, I'm not kidding you, that is your duty, to raise your consciousness enough to put into the collective a high enough vibration. And because we have to all go home together. It's all one mind, the divine mind of God. So it's all one. We have to go together. It's so important to help out your partner, or your person, your family member, your friend that's hurting, especially a stranger in the street. Even just a kind word. I went through a period of being super angry, and I had a reason to. I thought, if you read my book, you know some of my story, my awakening, and I thought that for a long time I had a reason to be angry, but I realized also, and a lot of us do have our reasons to be angry, that has to come to a close, and also there has to be an accountability for that kind of energy that you're putting out there. But I realized that when I stopped taking things personal, when I realized it's other people's story, and it's other people's tapes, and it's other people's illusion that they've bought into, or just like I have, or we have, it's not something that you can take too seriously. You just cannot. I don't care what's going on in your life, and I've experienced some tragedy, many of us have, else I wouldn't be a light worker. Whatever has gone on with your life, it doesn't it brings you to your higher self. That's about really the bottom line. It will just bring you to your higher self. No matter what has gone on or what you've accumulated, when you've cleared that out and you stop reacting, you will absolutely get to a higher dimension. And the reason that we lose track is because we forget who we are. People literally will sit down and actually buy that they have no access to prosperity. I mean, it is drilled into the system. It is like a punch on that button and that's coming in, and that's it. And here's another one. Pushing that button, something's wrong with the body. I mean, they will program that in. Oh, this happened to me when I was this age, and so this happened to my body, and that's the program. Well, let me tell you something about that. That's a bunch of crap. I'm sorry, it is, because your cells reprogram themselves every 7 years. You're not even the same person. Now, I'm all for, if you want to keep your limitations and you want to get in that body and you need to keep your limitations because you can't face something, you can do that. But I'm telling you, sooner or later, you won't be able to, because every single person is evolving spiritually. There isn't one person that is not growing spiritually on some level. So that crap of only, I'm going to be staying stuck in my sickness, because this happened, I can't get my addiction in control because this happened, or she did this or this. That's a program. And I'm talking a program into the body. That's a program. Physical program. I'm talking physical illness. That's a program. It's a program that you've accepted. You come from divine source. You're not sick. You're not broke. You're not unworthy. You are not incapable. You are all of what creation has allowed you to be. You are all of it. Depending on what you choose to believe about yourself. You can believe anything you want. No. But the truth is, that's in the realm, that's in the third dimension realm. You can be anything you want, but you can't forget, you have to remember your true essence. Your true essence is divine. Your true essence is outside of the matrix. That's my next video I'm going to do right now. Your true essence is outside of the matrix. You are the avatar outside of the matrix. That's the only way I can explain this. So I'm going to talk about how to get out of the matrix, but I really wanted to just do a video to really allow people to not forget who they are. This is imperative. This changes your life. It changes your country. It changes your family's life. It changes everything around you. It changes your experience. And that helps everything, and it helps yourself and everyone else. And it is the truth.